So I am sitting at my desk early February, scrolling through the news, and I see these numbers. Salesforce, Adobe, ServiceNow. These are the companies I write checks to every single year. And they just lost somewhere between 200 to $300 billion market cap in just days. Wall Street started calling it SaaS apocalypse, which honestly sounds dramatic, but I get it now. Because here's the thing, I'm a procurement officer for a city in British Columbia. My entire job is watching where taxpayers' money goes. And a huge chunk of it goes to per seat SaaS licenses. Salesforce for constituents tracking, Workday for payroll, ServiceNow for managing service requests. Thousands of dollars a year per seat per user. And what's crashing those stock prices is the realization that AI agents can now do a lot of what those seats are being paid for. Think of this way. It's like you've been leasing 10 vans for 10 drivers. Then one self-driving truck shows up and does the same job. You don't need 9 of those leases anymore. That's what's happening to software right now. Let me break it down what it looks like from an actual procurement trenches. Hi, my name is Ravi. I'm procurement officer for a mid-sized city in British Columbia. My job basically is to stretch taxpayers' money as far as they will go. I negotiate vendor contracts. I manage what we call SaaS sprawl. That's when every department quietly signs up for their own tools and suddenly you're paying for 14 project management apps. And I track how tech shifts hit public budgets. I'm just someone who has to defend software spend to a city council. In this video, I want to walk you through what this SaaS apocalypse actually looks like from my desk. Why per seat pricing is in trouble. 4 shifts I'm watching closely, what's happening in other municipalities, and what this all means for government like ours. Let's get into it. Okay, so city government runs on SaaS. That's just the reality. We got Salesforce for community engagement, Workday for HR, Tyler Technology for permitting. Almost all of it is price per user per month. The vendor loved this model. Margins are high, revenue is predictable. For us, on fixed budgets, it adds up fast. And here's what's changing. AI agents, and I mean the newer automated ones, not just the chatbots. They can run full workflow without a human logging in every step of the way, validating suppliers' documents, routing contracts for approval, analyzing spend data, even drafting RFPs, stuff my team does daily. An agent can now handle end to end. The thing that really spooked market in February was release from Anthropic and OpenAI, showing agents that could connect directly to tools like Salesforce or ServiceNow. An investor looked at that and went, wait, the whole pricing model is broken. For cities specifically, Texas built an AI system that answered procurement questions in real time, saving staff hours every week. We are starting to see same pressure. If one agent handles the output of 5 to 10 staff logins, you start renegotiating those contracts or you walk. That math is bad for vendors and generally good for municipality budgets. Here are the 4 shifts that are happening right now. First one is the death of the seat. The fundamental problem for SaaS vendors is you cannot charge per human when AI is doing the work. That's it. That's the whole crisis. From my own experience, we are currently piloting agents for spend classifications and supplier risk checks. One agent cleans our vendor data, normalizes supplier's name across system, flags duplicates. That used to take multiple analysts logging into our procurement software, cross-referencing spreadsheets. Seat counts go down. Vendors feel it immediately. This isn't just government. Goldman Sachs has deployed thousands of coding agents running at 3 to 4 times human productivity. Klarna ditched Jira entirely. Agents handle planning and reporting now. Dallas is running AI-driven procurement automation. Industry-wide, seat-based pricing has already dropped from 21% of revenue to 15% in some segments. And surveys are showing that the seats reduction is now the top reason enterprises are cutting software costs. Our budget team is paying close attention. The second one is slow cord cutting. Now, this isn't happening overnight. We are locked into contracts, 1 year, 2 years, sometimes 3. It's like how cable died slowly. People didn't cancel all at once. They just stopped renewing. But February accelerated the anxiety. When those agent demos dropped and the stock tanked, Procurement officers everywhere started having the same conversation we are having internally. Cities are quietly building AI into their 311 portal for self-service. We are testing agents for permit routing and budget queries. It's gradual. Our department experiments, proves it out, then at renewal, you just don't buy as many seats. Vendors are scrambling. ServiceNow pivoted its whole pitch. The pain isn't a cliff. It's a slow roll, but it's rolling. Third one is self-hosted brain rising. This one is interesting, especially for governments. Open source AI model, I'm talking about things like Q1 Coder, have gotten good enough that you can actually host your own AI infrastructure on your own servers without a cloud vendor. For municipalities, this is kind of like a big deal. We have strict data privacy obligations. We are cautious about where constituents' data lives. The idea of running our own model, fine-tune our own processes without data even leaving our network, that's genuinely appealing and it's becoming realistic. Why pay $49 a month per user for a procurement dashboard tool when you can build something that does the same job on infrastructure that you already own? The open model ecosystem is moving fast, and I think government IT departments that are paying attention are going to have real leverage in the next contract cycle. The fourth shift is forward deployed lifeboat. Vendors know they are in trouble, and their response has been to push what they call forward deployed engineers. Basically, specialized consultant who embed with your team and customize the AI implementation. OpenAI, Anthropic, Adobe, they're all ramping these teams up. And look, it helps. Big implementation benefits from that kind of support. But let's be honest, it feels a lot like expensive consulting dressed up in AI language. What I'm interested in is outcome-based pricing. Pay per results, not per seat. Some vendors are starting to offer this under pressure. GSA's OneGov initiative negotiated significant discounts on AI tools by pushing hard on this. We are watching that playbook closely for our own renewals. When you can credibly say we will spin up a local model instead, your negotiation position changes a lot. The underlying shift is this. AI ends the era where vendors control your intelligence layer. When you own the model, you stop renting the buttons. For procurement specifically, that's a meaningful power shift. Better contract terms, less dependency, more flexibility. Real quick, two things I keep hearing that I want to push back on. This is just hype like crypto. No. Agents are delivering real outcomes right now. Government procurement automation, 311 self-service, document processing. They are in production. Second one is software is dead. Also, no. Valuations are resetting, that's real, but the boring cash-generating vertical tools are actually becoming more attractive. Permitting software, compliance tool, anything deeply embedded in regulatory workflow, those are harder to replace. The disruption is real, but it's not uniform. Okay, so big picture from where I sit. SaaS was built on the assumption that every workflow needs a human login. AI agents break that assumption. We are moving from renting access to software buttons towards owning actual intelligence. When intelligence becomes abundant, you cannot charge per person anymore. That's the SaaS apocalypse, at least from my desk. If this video helped you in any way, like and subscribe. It genuinely helps. And I'm curious, if you're in the public sector or procurement anywhere, are you seeing seats count actually comes down, or are vendors holding the line? Drop it in the comment, I read them. Next video, I'm covering the CapEx war, what Google and Amazon are actually building out in AI infrastructure, and why it matters for everyone downstream. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.